DJ Swift on the track. I'm trying to think of a nice little line. Mook got the keys.
We gon' play that while my niggas got these diamonds. See these chains when I be walking, they be chiming. That boy Lance when we talk, please don't chime in. I be the end, a man came home, I'm my good timing. See they gon' hate cause all that booty on my boo. She gon' hate cause when I gotta cut her loose. They gon' hate.
What's going on, Fighter Share Nation? Welcome to the Fighter Share Report. This is the Badger over here, looking pretty, and I'm Brew. Hey man, what happened to the pool that was behind you the other day?
I had to come back from paradise, brother.
Man, look, I'd have tried to hang on to that as long as possible. Especially it's getting hotter.
Yeah, it is.
I'd at least try to bring the pool with me if I could do something like that. I mean, listen, we had a good show, man. For those of you who haven't been catching the beatdown on Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday nights at 11, y'all been missing something because we've been having some really good interviews on there and just some good content in general. Please, if you know, we send out reminders. If you have the opportunity, if you don't want to watch it live, you can watch the replays when they come across Facebook and YouTube. But Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday at 11 p.m. And then thank you for tuning in here on Sunday and Wednesday at 7 p.m. You know, because we do this to you guys. We do it for you all. And we appreciate you all for tuning in. So, Badger, we're going to get this thing kicked off. I'm guessing at this point we're going to On My Grind. And this ought to be pretty interesting.
Yeah.
This ought to be pretty interesting. All right. Bear with me, folks. Get this thing. OMG. Boom. And our subject is the zone in peril. First of all, Badger, because you have an extensive vocabulary and very well versed in pretty much anything in the world, can you explain what peril is? You
gotta chill, bro. You gotta chill. The sarcasm will get you nowhere, bro. Flattery will, but sarcasm will get you nowhere. Yeah, peril just means danger, man. Not in a very favorable position that could usually leads to, you know, severe injury or death. And in this case, man, the zone, they may not be in peril, but they need a lifeline right now. They need a lifeline, a life raft, and a life jacket, and anything else you can throw and help them survive, man. It's been reported that, you know, they're down, man. They've lost a lot of money. And when you sit back and look at the zone in a holistic perspective, they may be able to survive this, but they may not be the same afterwards. So, I mean, that's just my take on it. What do you think?
I still think they made a bad move sitting on their hands and waiting to see what the rest of the boxing community was going to do. That's my opinion. If they have the money that we thought they had behind them, they should be able to weather the storm, but I think they'll be the worse for wear at the end of it because you have all these other things that are popping up now to give people content. You know, it's not going to be as easy to get fights sold on the zone, I don't think, after this COVID-19 crisis, if it passes. But I agree with your assessment. I think they made a big mistake, and that's why they're really the worst for wear, because they should have pushed to get done some content out there during this whole situation.
Yeah, we know that the zone didn't do a very good job of providing original content or original programming outside of fights. I mean, they came to the party late. They got some things going on. I think Ed Room has like a match room thing he does every morning or weekly or daily or whatever, and that's on the zone. They've gotten a few of their fighters out in the front. They're kind of doing the same things that we already saw PBC and Top Rank doing with their guys. But my bigger thing is looking at the zone holistically, man. Just think about this. Boxing, as it stands, is not a sport that's translating to younger people. So most of your fan base is going to be diehard boxing fans, which usually puts them, for most of them, probably 40 and older. And you want them to use an app? I mean, that in itself, I mean, it sounds good on the face, right? Oh, it's an app and streaming platform. But you think about it, wait a minute. the casual fans or they're not really there, and the ones that already are there that you were still paying for pay-per-view fights, they got to download an app. That was kind of weird. They're struggling in the United States market. They're doing the good internationally, but they're suffering in the U.S. I think they gave away way too much money to fighters like Canelo Alvarez and Gennady Golovkin. That 11-fight, $365 million deal to Canelo, that was a lot. They gave Gennady Golovkin $100 million for 3 fights, I think. That's a lot. You know, you're trying to get Mikey Garcia to do more fights with you long term, but because he's a free agent, he can kind of go, you know, in the path that makes the most sense for him, even if that means taking or possibly avoiding some fights just to get more money and put him in a better situation. You know, you're hedging on guys like Chavez Jr. Really, they built no real American guys on their platform. They don't really have many, right? They got Andy Ruiz, but he's a PBC fighter, so that upset against Joshua helped them, but they can't bank on Andy Ruiz long term. You got Chavez Jr., he's a nutcase. That's a whole situation of itself. You got Danny Jacobs, but I mean, he's a middle of the road fighter here in the United States, not middle of the road talent, middle of the road fighter in terms of draw. So when you look at their whole roster, I mean, you really hanging your hat on a guy like Devin Haney or Ryan Garcia, but those guys are still years away, not only from probably fighting each other, but really turning into real superstars. So right now, it's just looking a little bit shaky for the zone.
Hey, wow, you broke it down better than I could. I agree with you wholeheartedly. Maybe we should cut this video up and send that to Eddie Hearn. That's your boy. Can't you just text it to him?
Eddie Hearn is your boy, and no, I don't have his number, bro.
Eddie Hearn is your. Stop trying to, trying to Hearn shame. You know that's your boy. You know it. Listen,
yes, man.
We're gonna have to change gears going into meanwhile. Listen, murder in Minneapolis. Yes, we want to let y'all know up front, we deal with current issues on this show as well. It's a combat sports show, but we deal with current issues that affect the culture. And this truly affects the culture. You want to go on this first?
No, I'll let you go ahead, brother. I want to give a shout out to Gaston Garces.
Yes.
He shouted us out, man. Appreciate the love, homie.
You know what? That's my man, too. That's my man. You know what? Really show him some love. I'm doing well, my brother. Hey, miss you, man. He's a real good dude, man. He really is all the way around. He's one of the few, besides you and a couple other people I know, he's 100% thorough, man. So really big shout out
to him, man. Yo, appreciate it, brother. Hey, like, share, subscribe, brother. Everybody know where we at too.
Definitely. I've seen dude actually let somebody use a car who wasn't in his house because they needed to get to work.
Good man.
When we look at the murder in Minneapolis, and that's what it is, clear cut. And I agree with oh man, my mind just went blank. The gentleman who was killed. I agree with
George Floyd.
George Floyd. I agree with his sister when she said this morning that the police should not just be fired. Those 4 police officers should be arrested and tried for murder because that was pure murder. You have the man in handcuffs. He was not resisting. You couldn't even create an element for him to struggle. You put him down on his belly. He went willingly, and you put your knee across the back of his neck. You cut off his air. He asked you 4 times. He told you 4 times he could not breathe. You were there for about 8 minutes, depending on the reports I've seen, between 7 and 9 minutes that you had your knee cutting off his air. He's frothing at the mouth and bleeding at the nose. The people in the crowd are begging you to stop, to let him breathe. He was not a threat to you in any way. So to me, this is premeditated. You had no reason to forcibly remove him from his car, and he cooperated. So when I hear cops tell me, especially black cops tell me, hey, if you cooperate, you'll be okay. No, because sometimes in the mind, you've already predetermined that I'm not going to make it home. So I say, at some point, we're going to stop reacting and we're going to start acting. And hopefully, prayerfully, we act on one accord and we let people know this is not going to happen anymore.
Yeah, man, those are some pretty powerful words, bro, and I agree with that. I'm going to try to keep this as concise as possible. I'm not going to say short, but just concise, meaning I'm going to try to make all my words be very on point here. Black people are less than human in this country. We've always been treated as such. Black people have been conditioned in this country to not even fight back. This country makes a mockery of alleged black on black crime because not only have they created situations that exacerbate basic human needs and desires, which perpetuate the cycle of murder and crime in impoverished neighborhoods that would impact any poor neighborhood, whether you're black or white. But then they kill us in broad daylight and we do nothing.
Nothing.
People want to talk about police officers affect people of color all the time. I have seen videos of some Mexicans and Hispanics being harshly and grossly mistreated by law enforcement. I've even seen where some of them were killed. And I'm pretty sure in places like LA and Texas, it happens a lot more frequent than other places in the country, just because of the amount of Hispanics that inhabit those areas. But disproportionately, nobody gets treated the way that black people, especially black men, are treated in America. And let me back that up. I can't even say black men because you got Sandra Bland, the young lady that was just killed in Kentucky. There are a lot of cases. Let me not even say that. Black people. This man was killed in front of the world. And all we doing, hashtagging, reposting, and marching.
The only thing you forgot is singing the song "We Shall Overcome." We've stopped even doing that.
Yeah, we don't even sing that no more. We just go quietly.
We are conditionally, in our mind, we are still in shackles. We are still afraid.
Shout out to my boy Brian Bad Boy Meadows. Appreciate the love, bro. Thank you for tuning in, man. Let everybody know we at.
Meadows. Meadows.
Meadows is that guy, man. That's my guy.
Yeah. Hey, put it up. All right. You're right. We are tired. This we need more time with this. Tune into the beatdown tomorrow at 11. We'll find some time to really continue this discussion because this is much needed. Shout out to B Meadows. All right, so our next segment is yeah, I said it. Oh boy. Here we go. I'm just gonna sit back and watch this one. More old man fights. This is really changing the tone of the show. All right, bro. Bring it on.
Listen, man, I think the title speaks for itself. Shout out to Nedra Bent for the love, man. Appreciate it, bro. Let everybody know we at Pelham to pull up. Man, listen, I'm tired. Listen, we are so starved for boxing content and combat sports. We got old men fighting each other. Now, Chuck Liddell done called out Mike Tyson. Come on, man. They treating Mike like he Pacquiao. Everybody want that Pacquiao bag, right? Everybody want that Mike Tyson bag. Now, everybody want to fight Iron Mike. Look, I don't think any of these guys should be fighting. Roy Jones should not be fighting. James Toney should not be fighting. Evander Holyfield should not be fighting. Riddick Bowe should not be fighting.
Riddick Bowe.
Tito Ortiz should not be fighting.
What
Chuck Liddell should not be fighting. I don't know.
What else they gonna do?
Do what most old action stars do and get into pornography. I don't know. But you don't need to be fighting, bro.
Hey. Don't encourage that.
I'm just saying,
really.
Listen, there's
you really want to see
industry.
James Toney in an X-rated movie?
First of all, I'm not a purveyor of those things.
But
what
you,
I will
you
say,
it?
yeah, because that's usually where old athletes and old fighters and old rappers go to die. They get into pornography, either start doing porn or they start acting.
Well, they can't do either. They can't
listen, I don't know what they can do behind the closed doors, but
Listen,
bro.
If you lost your faculties during the beginning of your career, what worse can happen now?
That we have to watch you continue to lose whatever you got left. Don't nobody want to see that shit, man.
If we don't watch, they won't be able to keep doing it.
No, they will keep doing it because they need the SSI checks, and we already know Trump doing away with Social Security. So yeah, they gonna keep doing it. If they can get two nickels rubbed together, they gonna keep doing it. No, somebody tell. See, this is what's wrong with combat sports. This is the only sports community where we send our old guys out to the pasture to die. The NFL was leading the charge. Now they getting a little bit better about it. They trying to, increase the insurance and the pension plan and all that. But man,
I'm with B Meadows.
People should not be fighting, man.
I'm with B Meadows. Senior league coming hard. I agree with B Meadow.
This ain't golf and this ain't tennis. Ain't no senior league in fighting, bro.
It
Listen,
is.
B
Evidently.
Meadow saying that because he a fighter. If he wasn't a fighter, he probably wouldn't be saying that. That's
Hey,
not
but
right.
he's also thinking about 30 years from now, he gonna need something to do.
No,
And he don't want to go into porn.
No,
So
well,
he's setting this up.
I don't know if that's his thing or
don't
not,
either.
but I do know that bruh got enough side hustles. He is not worried about being short on money.
It's not about being short on money. It's about that long money.
Well, I'm sure he already got a plan for that.
Yeah, senior league. That's what he just said. Listen, bro, I get what you're saying. You're worried about the health reasons. My grandfather told me a long time ago, if you sign the contract to get in there, I ain't worried about that clown. That's just what he used to say. If you take the money to get in there, you take the risk. If there's money to be made, people are going to find a way to make it. So we can talk about they shouldn't have these old man fights all we want. Next thing you know, we're going to have an old woman fight because Layla Ali's still talking about Clarissa Shields. At least it'll be just a one old woman fight.
Listen, and you see she ain't acted on none of that, right? You see that? Yeah, all right.
Yeah, but these guys are. Shannon Briggs, he couldn't get it. He's trying to anything to get him back on TV. He going to do it.
Shannon Briggs might be the best one to actually do it. The rest of these guys, bro, come on, man. We can see these guys suffering from long-term effects. Riddick Bowe, bro, have you heard him? Do you remember how he sounded when he was a young man? Have you heard him lately? Have you heard James Toney lately, bro?
Listen,
do I need to go? Have you heard Evander Holyfield? Do I need to go home?
Come on now. Wait a minute. Evander doesn't sound any different than he did when he came out the Olympic Games.
That just means that they ain't getting better.
But no.
We don't need to trend in the other direction.
It must not have affected him.
No.
Hey,
it did affect him.
You find something that you can do and you run it in the ground till the wheels fall off.
You want me to tell you how it affected him?
Evander was good at fighting and having kids. What else he gonna do?
You know what he wasn't good at? Signing his own checks. And that's why he had to keep his old ass out the ring and find something else to do.
He needs some money. That's what he needs.
Hey, he better start laying some bricks.
Listen.
I shook Evander Holyfield hand one time, bro. It literally felt like cinder blocks. It was intimidating, but go ahead.
Wow. That kind of, yeah. All right, well, that kind of finished the segment on that one.
Hey, man, shout out to Shortstop. That hat makes your head look bigger. You got to chill. You got to chill. You got to chill. That's my people though. That's my people. So she's allowed to say that. No more. Hey, no more slander of me on this network, lady.
You called her Shortstop. You know what she told me her nickname was? Fun size. That's what she said. My bad. Shout out to Jennifer. Oh my goodness. All right. It's time for us to jump into though. I'm gonna have to set this up before we do it though, because I don't want you looking at me crazy at the end of it. Couldn't have been me. Now, what I found, and I'm gonna bring it up, what I found was a video. Now it was a prank by these two guys, these two officers. Now, what I want you to understand is the part that couldn't have been me were the people that they were pranking. And I think you'll understand when I start playing it. You ready?
Let's do it.
She's in on the prank too.
Okay. They're not even real police, are they?
No, they're actors.
Yeah, the uniforms look pretty bad, but I guess when you confronted by authorities, you kind of automatically, cower down, I guess. Become submissive.
Okay, so he taps him on the shoulder. I guess he does this for everyone. Now the people are real that they're confronting.
Right. This prank is taking entirely too long to get to the point, but okay.
Oh, we're getting to the good part now.
That looked really fake though. But I guess he couldn't see because he was standing in front of him.
Yeah, he blocks it with his body pretty well, and she sells it. She ready for the WWE, bro, because she sells it.
Oh man, listen. Let me tell you something. You want me to know why that could have been me? And this is the first time I've ever said this in a segment.
There you
know
go.
why that, you know. Listen, you want me to tell you why that could be me?
Why?
Because of all the Karens out there. So if a cop slapped a white lady, you know what I'd be like? Well, damn. Poetic justice. So it's okay. It's okay.
Yeah.
He ain't sell the slap hard enough.
No.
Speaking of Karens, did you see a lady in New York that called the cops on a dude that was bird watching and said that he was threatening her life or something like that? The black dude, and he recorded the whole thing.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
And just think that could have got him killed.
Yes, it could have. It could have. I thought about that when I chose this one. I'm thinking, we're talking about how the mistreatment goes, and then we highlight people pulling on a prank as cops. But yes, and the sad thing is, she won't get charged with anything.
Well, she says her life's been ruined because she got fired from her job.
Because she was stupid. But she'll be able to get another one because certain groups have forgiveness policies and certain groups don't. This is just realistic. I've seen it everywhere I've worked pretty much. It's just a condition in this country. But look, we are in our wrap up, and man, it was a pretty decent show.
Yeah, it went pretty quick. They normally do though.
I don't know. Somebody said you were so blunt. Did they just meet you?
Anything is possible, bro. Anything is possible. People change.
Oh wow.
He says he should have fed into the slap. I mean, he definitely could have sold it a little bit more. He could have sold it a little bit more. Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie to you, but when he blocked with his body though, having taken stage combat, you block with your body, and people are already alarmed at the action, so they're not looking for the reality of it. They're like, but the brother, I thought he was gonna take off running, and he just patted his feet like Peyton Manning in the pocket and stood there.
That looked a little suspect, but I digress.
Anyway, he didn't know what to do. If I run it, they're gonna shoot me. He didn't know what to do. Hey, we want to remind you all, check out the show. Sundays and Wednesdays we're on at 7 p.m. Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday. It's unscripted. It's at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We thank you all for watching. I'm gonna turn it over to my partner.
Just give a shout out to everybody that's rocking with us that tune into the show. Thank y'all. We definitely appreciate the support. Shout out to Kenneth Bossman Sims. If you missed that interview on Tuesday, go to the YouTube channel, check it out. Brandon the Cadam Adams, his interview on Monday was dope. A lot of nuggets there for young and up and coming fighters. Shout out to Naomi Osaka, right? That's a Japanese and Haitian female tennis player, became the highest paid female athlete of the year, $37 million. That Nissan check look real good right about now. And shout out to Bakari Sellers. I read his book, My Vanishing Country. If you get a chance, check it out. They got it on Audible. It's a dope read.
Can I put a caveat in one of those things?
Go for it.
Naomi Osaka, when she introduces herself, the media says she's Japanese and Haitian, but when she introduces herself, she always corrects them and says, I'm Haitian and Japanese.
Good for Naomi.
Point to that.
It is.
All right, bro.
All right, well, Fighter Shut Nation, we out here. Appreciate y'all.